Hello.
Hello.
We're at Jen's house today, and we're going to talk about watering your plants in severe heat.
We're going to talk about, what else are we going to talk about? Lilies.
Lilies.
Talk about lilies. And
as you can see, that's why it's, what do we call this show?
we call it Cheesehead Gardening.
Unscripted.
Unscripted.
Because we don't think ahead.
Yeah.
That's the kind of people we are.
Yeah. So we'll just go with the flow, and who knows what we'll come up with.
Yes.
I know that there was more, but
we'll let you know in a little bit what else we'll have.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, here in Wisconsin this week, we're in a bit of a heat wave. I heard tomorrow that the feels like temperature will be around 110. So there's some tips for keeping your garden healthy during that. And the biggest thing is to keep it well watered. Now I have my rain barrel here, and luckily it did rain this week. Last week it was almost empty. The plants need at least an inch of water a week. So it's really important to get out there, especially in the heat. They're going to lose, the water's going to evaporate from the ground faster. So especially in your containers, make sure to water them. The best time to water is early in the morning or late at night. Well, I wouldn't say that. That's the best time to keep cool when watering. Late at night watering is not recommended because actually it can rot your plants when they sit at night. So really early morning is the best time if you can. But if you want to keep cool, I wouldn't suggest watering your plants during the middle of the day when it's that hot. Also, if you get water on the leaves during the day, when it's really sunny and bright, you can burn them, I've heard. So that's usually why they want you to water in the morning, and not to water the leaves, so the leaves don't actually absorb any water. So don't do that. Try to get to the base in the soil of the plants. Well, one of the things we were going to talk about that we forgot in the intro was we were going to talk about storm damage with plants. And last year, I don't know if we ever put this in the video, but last year we had a huge hailstorm that came through. And almost all these hostas that you see right now, they were pretty much tattered, and all that was left on them was the stems. Now we did have some hail this earlier spring, and so you will notice that I still actually do have some hail holes in some of my hostas from the early spring. But the important thing was that even though all that was left of them was their stems, I still continued to water them last year, even though they looked really bad. But as you'll notice, it didn't seem to affect the hostas at all. They actually are about, I don't know, 10 times bigger than they were last year. They're huge this year. So what happened was when the hail destroyed all the leaves and I just made sure to keep watering, that they actually built really strong root system, because in July about this time is when the hostas start to grow their roots. They're really establishing their roots for the following year. So you'll see, because they spent all their time working on their roots and nothing with the leaves and flowers because everything was gone, they're huge this year. So a little storm damage or a little rabbit damage isn't really going to hurt your plants that much as long as you continue to care for them, even when they don't look so good.
Hey Jen, what's that plant right, let's see. Yeah, right there.
Yes.
What's that?
Here is, it's a kind of jack in the pulpit, and you missed it because it did bloom. It was in bloom a couple weeks ago. This is what's left of the pulpit. Here's the actual hood, and then this was I call it the tongue. You can see how long it stuck out. And I would give you the botanical name, but I'd probably slaughter it because it's something.
And those are pretty rare, right?
They're more rare than the common ones.
Okay.
I just love the stem on these.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey Jen, here's one of your lilies. It's so tall. I'm 5'4", so it's probably 6 something. What's its name?
That one's an orienpet lily, and it's called Garden Treasure.
I'm gonna pet it. Can you hear it? No, it smells super, super good. Where did you get it?
I actually bought that one at Solaris Farms in, I always mix it up, but I think it's Reedsville.
Okay.
Is it? Yeah, they're an actual daylily farm. Awesome. Thousands of daylilies. But he also now has started to carry all different kinds of lilium.
It smells really good. I can't believe how tall it is and how thick the stalk is, and it's on its own.
Right.
But, you think it's probably good to have it next to your house so when the wind blows? Would you recommend that or not necessarily?
I think it's best to, like, I have that one there, and then I have more along my fence here. We had a horrible windstorm yesterday, so, and of course there goes the air conditioning to kick in. But we had a horrible windstorm yesterday, so that's why some are kind of laying down. So I would recommend more that you use them as a back of a border, and maybe use them like towards a fence or a house. Yeah, that one I accidentally knocked that one down myself.
Is this the same kind?
It's a different,
yeah, the color's different.
Yeah. But I accidentally knocked that one down yesterday myself. That's why it's laying down like that. But I do, and also another spot, if we can just go through the garden here, I do have them right here kind of standing on their own. Well, they're kind of close to the composter, but and they do just fine there too. But yeah, I think maybe the composter kind of keeps them a little sheltered, and of course the tree.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd put them someplace where they're not just going to be out in the open, probably completely. But and you know, some catalogs call them lily trees.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're not.
They're not.
Okay.
They're not trees. They are lilies.
Yeah.
But they're not trees, and usually those kind of catalogs, they're just using it to try to sell. Yeah, like, ooh, look at these cool things. They're called lily trees. No, they're called orienpet lilies.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you have good success
Oh, look
with
at that.
those.
I don't know if you could see that.
Spider! I love spiders.
But these are my garden spiders that are all over the place, and you know, they're the ones that in the fall, they're absolutely huge.
Yeah. I see you have a bat house right there too.
Oh, yeah.
And bats are great for our yards.
They are.
Eating all the mosquitoes.
Yep, they keep the mosquitoes down, and
they're good for the moths. They kill moths if you're a farmer
like the cabbage
or a gardener.
moths.
Yeah, so they're really good.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
All right. Anyway, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, and hopefully you're keeping cool if you're anywhere in like the Midwest, or I'm guessing even the East Coast is going to be getting this soon.
Drink water, stay out of the sun,
stay in the air conditioning if you can.
Same with your pets.
Don't drink beers while in the gardening in the middle of the day.
You'll be passed out. All right.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
Hey Jen, what kind of awesome plant is this?
I think we're going to start our own catalog, and we're going to call it the Dancing Lily.
Dancing Lily. I'm doing the Dancing Lily, shaking my junk. Hello.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Why are we doing this? You're making me feel uncomfortable.
Am I in your space?
Yeah, I don't like close talkers. If people are like this close to my